I'll record. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. So yesterday we learned about the 2D and 3D transitions, right? So I think all are you clear about that. So today we will learn about the what we will learn, media queries we will learn. Okay, media queries. So what is meant by media query? So suppose your website is there and that is compatible in the desktop view. So I'll open the paint once. Now let's say this is a desktop and let's say your style is like this. So in the desktop you have like a header, okay, and after that three columns are there, like this is for one or else you can have the two columns. So main content here and the side section will be here and footer will be like this, okay. And this is desktop view. We have more width, then it will be looks fine. If you have two columns also, the main content will be displaying here and the short content we can so some quick links or anything you can display here. But when comes to the tablet, right, so consider this is a tablet. So tablet is somewhat smaller than that and we can't occupy much space, okay. So that reason what we will say, so this is a header only, but if you have so many menus like this here, home, okay, and about us and careers and contact us and some more quick links, and this side user login information, like welcome to this site, some so and so person is logged in and your login time is this, so that information, and any logo here, anything logo here. So if it is like desktop, we can give the particular spaces to the each element, but when it comes to the tablet we have less width compared to the desktop. So that's why that's what we, that time we can create a hamburger menu for the menu. So we can't accommodate these 6 to 7 nav menus in this less width. So generally the tablet width will be 768, horizontal view will be 768, and vertical view will be generally 1024. This is the horizontal view and this is the vertical view, okay. This is 768 and this is 1024, and depends on the device width. Even it is not bigger than the desktop, right? So that is what, so that time we can accommodate this menus not in a horizontal way, in vertical way. So that time we will create a hamburger menu, means we'll create one menu. Just we will keep only the header logo here, only logo, and user information will be here, and here we'll be creating some button kind of thing. So here we'll be placing the text as menu. Sorry, font size is more bigger. So here we can place it as menu text and it look like a button. We should make that it should look like a button so that user understand, oh, this is a button. By clicking on this we can see the navigation menu, like that, okay. Now we have to accommodate this content. We have done with the header. So instead of showing all the content at the header part, we will be showing the only the logo and the user information and the menu. When the user is click on this menu, right, so that time will open some pop-up. This will be called as a hamburger menu, okay. In this will show the menu. Suppose I have a menu like home, whatever we get. Next will be about us, next will be contact us, and careers, blogs, settings, blah blah. So like this we have so many menus. So here once we open that hamburger menu, we can show this and we can place one close icon here, okay. So by clicking on this close icon, we will close this menu and will show the main page like this. So this is a in tablet we can show this header. Now I am creating another one, same this only, tab only. So header will be like that. So that is called hamburger menu. So when you're clicking on that, open the menu, and by closing on it, closing it. So I'll show you with the examples with that hamburger menu. Now we have done with the header. Now I have to place this content and this content. I have a less width, and only I can occupy, only I can show this main content only, which is more width. That small content I can't adjust here because I don't have space. So that time what I have to do, so I'll create a header here. Now I content I have to make. So this is so for that reasons, on that purpose, what we will do, so we will show this first div as 100%, and the next div I am moving into the next line. So that is also I am making it 100%. Okay, so let's say when you scroll down, it will show up. Okay, so like that, the first div I'll make it as 100%, and the second div I'm moving into the next part of this div. So that, like that, I can adjust the menu, I can adjust the main container, and also I can adjust the footer. So if I think footer, we don't have that much links actually. Suppose like home, here also quick links only, but one after another will be there. And instead of if you're having the 4 columns or 5 columns, I don't think so, like will be like 4, I mean maximum 4 or 5. If it is more for the footer also, we have to divide, and we have to show like this only. But footer, user can't accept, like can't expect in multiple divs. So that's the reason we can adjust in one row itself. If you have the so many links also, we will adjust in 3 or 4, so that it will occupy only the 3 or 4 only. No, we will adjust that time. We can either use a different template, or template means different HTML, or else we can use another CSS also. So now we are done with the header, we were done with the main content, and we are done with the footer in 768 view. Now when it comes to the mobile, so mobile will be like this only. Okay, smartphones, so maybe it will be like 360 only, which is more less. Sorry, font size is very less. Like 360, that much only I have. Okay, and now I have to make it compatible with the device also, the same website. So same way we can do like this. So here we can place a logo here. Okay, and we can place the user info here. Okay, and now you can place the menu, hamburger menu. It look like a button. By clicking on it, we have to show like this. So this content we can adjust over here, the main content, that navigation. So when you're clicking on menu, opening up and closing it, that also we can adjust in the mobile. And coming to this part, so this part also I can make this as 100%, the first div, and the second div also I can make it 100%. And suppose if the footer is 3 columns and I can't adjust into mobile, so that time I can create 2 columns only. I will move the third column items into half after the first and second columns. So I'm creating the footer here. This is the footer, let's consider. Suppose if you have a 3, let's say this is one quick links, and another set of quick links. So another set of quick links. So even though in desktop we have 3, in tablet also we can adjust the 3, but in mobile I can't adjust. So that time what I have to do, I will move this half of this menu items into this, and half of the menu items into this, so that I will create 2 columns like this for the footer. Either for that you need to create another template for the footer. So the you need to check the scenario, like we can achieve with the same HTML, or if it is not possible, we can ask we can use the another template also for a footer. And now here will be the Facebook links, Twitter links, sorry, Twitter icon, Facebook icon. By clicking on this, it will redirect to that particular pages which have the information about the site. So this entire concept is called as media queries. Like how this is called a responsive designing. Okay, responsive designing means we are making compatible of this desktop into tablet and mobile. So in all the width of any viewport, our website will be compatible. So that is called responsive designing, and we can also call as RWD, responsive web designing, or responsive designing also we can call it as. And all these we can achieve with the media queries. CSS3, with the CSS3 media queries we can achieve all this. So how we have to do, I will show you. So every website should compatible with the desktop, tablet, and the mobile. Even though if the tablet also in the like a portrait view or landscape view, it should be compatible. Mobile also in the portrait view and landscape view also it should compatible. So how to develop this we will see. And this is the main concept because every UI developer should know about this. Every website nowadays asking for the responsive designing. Okay, this open the style tag, close the style tag, and close the head section. Open the body tag, close the body tag, okay, and close the HTML. So
ఏమనలేదమ్మా.
so save it as media queries.
ఉమ్.
Media queries and save as type hypertext markup language. Okay, so first of all, I this document. So whenever I'm opening any device, right, that width should be equal to the device width. Suppose I'm opening the web page and I want that HTML page width should be equal to the device width. Suppose I'm opening in tab in desktop, then that page width should be like 1920 1280. How much our screen width will be there? If I'm opening the tablet, the screen width should be 768, and when I'm opening the web page, this that web page width is equal to the device width 360. So for that reason, we can make use of the media queries. Sorry, meta tag like this. This is the meta tag used for the responsive designing. Meta name equal to viewport. Viewport. Sorry. So viewport means what? Whatever the viewport is there, that is equal to the window width. We have to give like this. Meta name equal to viewport, content equal to device width, initial scale 1. So like that you should give. Meta name equal to viewport, content equal to device width. So if you are not sure about the syntax, just copy and paste from the Google device width. So if you know the column will be there or not, that we can decide. Okay. Meta tag viewport in HTML. Responsive web design viewport, it will come. And copy this. If you are not sure about that, just copy the meta name equal to viewport, content equal to device. Paste here. Okay, now I am ready with the meta tag. Okay, so initial scale means what? Whenever I'm opening the page, it should be 100%. It should not be 200, 300, or 50%, 60%. It should be 100% all the time. It should not exceed or decrease. I want to be open in 100%. That's why we have to give the initial scale 1.0 and width is to consider the web page width as device width. We have to use this. Now I'm creating a web page. So first we will create a like 3 columns. Okay, div.
నీళ్ళు పెడతావా? స్నానం చేసుకుంటా.
So we can create even 3 columns. Div class equal to column 1, close the div, and I'm create, and again here I'm placing the content. This is column 1. This is column 1. Now I'm creating another div, column 2, column 3. So 3 columns I'm creating. And this is column 3. Okay, save it. So without adding anything, how it will look like, we'll see. Okay, and styles I'll give for every div, like background gray, and border 1px solid red, and width, and we don't give the width here, so just to save it. Okay, just open that file, desktop, and this is media queries, open with Chrome. Now you can see that each div is occupying the 100% width, because by default that div is a block level element. That's why it is taking the 100% width like this. Now I want the 3 columns. I don't want like I should want the column one beside another, not like this one after another. Like my design was like this. Let's say I'll create another one, new one. We'll take the new one. First I'll check this. Responsive. Okay, so my design will be like this. So this is the desktop view, and this is the navigation. This is the navigation. Okay, and in the main section I want 3 columns like this. This is one column, 3 equal columns you can consider. Okay, like this our design will be. This is the footer. Okay, this is the desktop design I have. Okay, now I want the 3 columns like this, one beside another. So for that, what we have to do, we have to use the we can do it in different ways actually. So we can wrap this into one container. Okay, div, because this 3 should be one parent should be there, and you can consider that as child. Okay, so how to make one beside another? There are 2 ways to do that. So one way is I'll go with the floats property, class equal to parent, save it, and for the inside the parent. Okay, and for each div, right, this div, this div, this div. So so if it is like screen width is 100%, if you want to make the 3 divs to be equal, then what we have to do, we have to do the 100 by 3 equal to how much? 33.3, right? You can divide 100 by 3 equal to what? 33.3. So first we will give like this, then we will think of paddings or margin. So div space div means, sorry, parent space div means what? Inside this parent, whatever that all the children's is there, this is called as children, like all the children's to select, will be giving the space here. Here you need to give width 33.3%, and it should come one after another. That's why if you have to make the elements one beside another, you should give the float property, float left. Okay, now we can see how it is coming, float left. So it is coming next to the line. Why? Because for the divs, all the things we have the default margin. So body margin 8px will be having, no, first remove that using the global selector, margin 0, and for this all the divs also you should remove margin 0, or any paddings also we can remove. So margin 0, padding 0 for everything, padding 0. Now 33.3, because of border we have 1 px, right? So that is taking some more width, so decrease, try to decrease 1 point. So like this, 32.3 or 32.1. So like this. So to occupy the 3 divs, you can give how much you want. So you want a border spacing also, because we had hit the spacing over here, right? So that we should decrease the width so that the space also it will
ఆ,
come. Okay.
సరే.
Please mute. Someone is disturbing the class. Can you please mute? So float left and one after another. I need some space. Okay. For this, you need to give margin right 20 px. Okay, margin drive 20 px. So if I am giving margin right 20 px, it is coming to the next line. So this margin I need for the column 1, column 2. If I am giving margin right 20, no, for the 3 days it will apply for this and this. But I don't need the margin right for the last element. So you need to use that time last child property. For the last child, we should give the margin right 0. Okay, and we will give that. So first we will give margin right 20 px, and for the last child we don't need. So I already explained you about the last child property, right? After the div you need to give last child property. For the last child we don't need the margin right 0. Margin right 0. Save it and see. Okay, even we have to remove the default style. So star asterisk is the global selector to remove all the default margins and paddings. You can give it as margin 0 and padding 0. Okay, now you can see margins also gone, and for the divs we may need some padding so that it looks good. Padding giving 30 px. So padding means what? The inner space of the element. So it won't affect the outer space. So inner space of the element we have. Now I gave this, and for the last child the margin right is 0, applying correctly, and for the first and 2 divs we are applying margin right 20. Now we have to decrease the width to adjust the third one also. Now you can see third one also it is adjusting. So this is the parent, this is the column 1, this is the column 2, and this is the column 3. So like this we can create a 3 columns in single row. Okay, and if you want a left and right space also, that will be good only, or else we can take some container. So for the parent we can give, if you want a equal left and right spaces, then so what we have to do, I told you about the margin 0 auto property, right? Width, so the main content width, the whole container width, because if you can see any website don't start with the extreme left and it won't with the extreme right. They will follow some styles, like the content should start from here and should end here, and the left and right should look neat. So like that it will be having. So for that I am giving left width 85% and margin 0 auto, margin 0 auto. So like this. So now it looks good. Okay, and for the it is a parent, we don't need the border for the parent. For the only child is only we need, right? So I will remove this. So I want this background gray and border to the child elements only. I don't want for the parent. Okay, I'll cut and paste here. So now it was like this. You can see margin 0 auto. This is the parent and this is one div. This is another div. This is another div, and I want to adjust into. So inside the 80% of width, I need to adjust this. So decrease the width to make it adjust in that row. So like this. So now it is adjusted. So width, what it is, 26.3. 26.3. So I want to give some color to the middle section only. Okay, remove the background and I will give it to the parent with 85%. So it should look like this. So why the background color is not applying? You can see the width is 1161 and the height is 0. Why height is 0? Because we are using the floats. Because of the floats, the default behavior will be like this only. If you want to make the height equal to the child height to the parent height, then I already told you about the clear both property. So here you should create one div. So after this, create empty div class equal to clear both. So for clearing the floats, we should use this class clear both and copy this and give the style here. So here you should give clear and both you should give and see. Okay, last child means that style is coming to the applying to the div as well. So div last child means it is taking as this. Okay, so we'll give the call 3 here explicitly. Okay, now you can see here. Oh, so for the divs, so we have commonly wrote like for inside the parent for all the divs this style should apply, right? We have used this clear both for clearing the floors. I don't need the style for the clear both as well. So I need to give the class names here. Instead of div, I have to give column 1, column 2, column 3. Inside the parent, column 1, comma, column 2, comma, column 3. 2. Just you need to trial and error, that's it. Nobody will perfect at first time. So we need to check and everything. So here you can see the floats. If you mouse over on parent, right, you can see the width is 1161 and height is 80 px. Okay, without this clear both you can't see the height. See, in the parent height will be 0. So with the flow, with this clear both property, we can clear the floats. Now I want the parent height to be 100%. Okay, so like this, or else I need 700 px or like this. So I want to place the main contour over here, and this gray color is not looking good. I will give the another color, light gray I will give. Okay, height also, we no need of the height here. If we have less content here and I want to stand out this element, that's why I'm giving the height here. Don't give the height. Okay, if the content is more, it will automatically increase. So now we have done with the desktop part. Okay, now I want this is a desktop view. Now I want to check the same into the mobile tablet view. So in the tablet view, I want the each div to be one after another because we have less space. So how to check this? In the inspect element, we have this icon. This toggle device toolbar is there. Click on it, then it will open like this. So open this responsive. You can see this is the on number of devices. We can check the site here: iPhone, iPhone XR, iPhone 12, iPixel 5, Samsung Galaxy Ultra, iPad Air, iPad Mini, Surface Pro 7, Surface Duo, Galaxy Fold, Samsung. So this is there. So generally, so if you have any selected device, if you want, then you can select like this. So iPad Air will be how much width and height. By default, it is taking width is 820 and height is 1180. But sometimes customer needs 760 by 1024. That case, you have to select the responsive here and give the 768 here and 1024 here, because portrait view, landscape view will be like this in the tablet. So now you can see, and frequently it will change to some percentages. Select the 100% so that we can view it clearly. Now in the tablet view, it is coming like this because it is not able to accommodate all these three columns. So if you are parent and it is a tablet and I want the each column should be 100% and it should come after another. So that purpose we can go with this media queries. So in the CSS you can create a media query like this: @media only screen, and so what is the min width I want? Minimum width of 768. Okay, minimum width of 768 and maximum width of 768 px. So it is 768 and maximum width of 1024 we should give like this, and maximum width of 1024 px. So that styles will right here. So if you are not sure about the syntax, right, media query to select 768 and 1024, just Google it and get the media query for 7th tablet. For tablet, you can search tablet, landscape and portrait. So you can open anything. Media queries for standard devices. So like this. See, media only screen and minimum width of 768 and maximum width of 1024. If you are not sure, just copy it and paste it here. So we'll compare. So we have done as it is, like same minimum width of the 768 and maximum width of 1024. That styles go here. So same only our code also. Now you need to write the styles here. So for the tablet, I want this column to be 100%. So like this, as I told you, this is the tablet, right? Desktop, right? And I'll open the tablet. Suppose this is a tablet and I want each column to be 100%. So this is the column 1 and next one after another I need. This is column 2 and this is column 3. Another one is. So when you scroll down, we can see the rest of the column 3. So as the div height, tab height is that much only, we can do that much. Now I want, so what I have to do, I have to remove the floats first. Okay, column 1 and I have to remove float none property here. Column 1, column 2, column 3, for everyone I don't need. Sorry, column 2, column 2, then again column 3, for column 3 as well, and I want the width is 100%. I don't want 26.3. I want each width to be 100%. So you need to give width 100%. Okay, and whatever margin right also I don't need. So margin right also I am giving margin right. See, so we haven't opened our we opened now. Yeah, now refresh it. Minimum width of 768, maximum width of 1024. So this is the 768 width. Okay, now we'll check column 1. So why it is overriding, we'll see. So it is overriding, you can see, right? Our styles, whatever we written, it is overriding with this one. Why? Because so we wrote in a like hierarchical way, so this takes more priority than this. Okay, we gave parent column 1, parent column 2, parent column 3, like this we gave. So we are specifying it more, that's why it is taking these styles, and these styles are overridden. So if you want to make it the same level, right, just give the same only, remove this parent tag here, parent class, or else give the parent class here. So every time you should give, right, that's why I'm removing it from here. It should be in same level, so that only this style will be working. Remove the parent here, save it, and now check our styles are working fine. Okay, so this is the parent, and this is the column. Why it is taking the that much, we need to check. Width, display block 652, this is taking 714. Float none, width auto you should give in this case. Okay, and I want some space one after another. That time margin bottom 20 px. So for the parent we have this background, right? So these columns also we will add some different color. Flow width auto, and margin bottom I need 10 px, margin 20 px, and background I need background for each div red. Okay, so like this. So in the tablet view I want a different style and with the different things, and in the desktop generally the desktop start from like 1025 px or 920. So you can see, so from till 1024 we have applied the styles, right, and we'll apply from the 1200, and you can remove this and you can see how it is working. So if the meeting ends, we will continue tomorrow only. Okay, if ends don't run, we'll continue tomorrow. We are done with the desktop and tablet, right? So this is the 1200. See why it is not adjusting. Even you need to decrease the width to adjust in all the browsers. You can give 26.